pulling pink packaging and makeup to do my makeup. So we left off with this really crazy eyeshadow on the left eye. Same eyeshadow, we're just going to bring it down to our waterline and diffuse it. In the same foundation, we're going to cut the crease. Really have to trust the process because this looks like dog doo-doo right now. I'm going to combine both of these shimmers to do the center part of our lids. With the same hot pink, we're going to go back and fill in our inner corners. And just when you thought you couldn't find a hotter pink, we have the neon hot pink. Because we can't use black, I'm going to use this really, really dark pink. It's pink, okay, not red. It's called Friendship. And tight line my lash line area. Just extending and dragging up this line. My favorite cool pink, I'm going to slightly do the apples of my cheeks. The warmer pink, we're going to reinforce the hollows of our cheeks. Because I'm so extra, we're going to add some rhinestones to T-zone of my face. It's giving a little alien looking. Question is, do I add some rhinestones along the nose bridge to give it more of like a freckle effect? I can't decide. I think it's going to look dirty, so no. For highlighter, we're using the RCLO Pink Steel Shimmer for a very dewy glass-like skin. Lips, I'm going for a reverse ombre pink look off the lips with this Wet n Wild shimmer. I give this 1,000 out of 10.
This week, I had a client who just could not respect my boundaries. Every once in a while, I get a parent on the phone and I can tell almost instantly that it's not going to be an easy process. The first hiccup that we had was that she wanted a guaranteed rain date, and I just can't do that. If we're available during the time that she wants for the rain date, sure, we'll do everything we can to accommodate it. But if we're booked with other parties, then parents need to be flexible when it comes to rain dates. She pushed back on this so much that I probably should have just bowed out then. But I got her scheduled and she paid her deposit and we hung up. Later on, at 11:27 to be exact, my phone rang. Now, if it's past 9 and I don't know the number, I let it go to voicemail. It turns out it was this mom and she wanted to add balloon twisting onto her package. That's fine. I will call her in the morning and get it all squared away. She then proceeds to text me 9 times with different questions. After the 9th text, I respond and I say, "Hi, Karen. This is way past my business hours. I'll give you a call in the morning and we'll get your party all squared away." And she responds with, "Oh, good, you're up. Can I give you a call right now?" I said, "No, I'm actually on my way to bed. I will give you a call around 9 after I get my son on the bus." I go to bed and I wake up to my phone ringing at 5:45 a.m. I answer in my sleep-drunk haze and she proceeds to try and book the balloon twister. So I get up and I get it handled and I go on with my day and I forget about Karen until 10:30 that night when she texts and asks if she can add on a bubble dance party. I ignored 3 texts and then she called. Then I texted back and I told her that the bubbles were already booked on the date of her party and I reminded her that it was way past my business hours. Then she called again and I answered and I said, "I'm sorry, this isn't a good fit." I refunded her deposit and referred her to some other companies.
This is part 2 using Roy G. Biv to do my makeup. First, let's blend this monstrosity out. Is it blending? Please blend. I will say that if you are a beginner and you're still learning how to contour and blend, this is the best way to teach yourself. Because look, I look snatch. Now we are entering into the Biv part. B for blush. Do I put blush here? No. What in the shape of water is this? Next, we have indigo for eyeshadow. I don't know what party we're attending, but we're attending it. Okay? Last, we have V for violet. Violet, you're turning violet. Don't come for me and say, "This is lilac," or "This is periwinkle," or "This is light purple." It's violet. Now, let's pop it off with some gloss. I give this 10 out of 10. The finest.
Still hear her voice loom, but she only exists in the dark of my room. I can't ignore you. Do anything.
second zombie. It's
It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should.
There was this one time I lived with my mom, and she had called me and told me that she had lost her vehicle. She told me where she was, which was not far from home, and I went to get her. I see her in the middle of the parking lot, looking strange, I guess you could say. And she told me where to go to get her car. She takes me to this apartment complex and is knocking and banging on these people's door. These people open the door and tell her to leave, or they're gonna call the cops. And that she needed to lay off I'll put it on the screen. And I started taking her home, and she's yelling at me, cussing at me, because I was getting onto her. Like, how could you lose your vehicle? How could you be banging on these poor people's doors, you know? Like, literally insane. And I kid you not, meet a grown adult. As I'm driving, she reaches across and hits me in the face. Like, straight up just hits me. She smelled like urine and like some other scent I have never smelled before, and I cannot even begin to describe it. Almost like pee and something else mixed in with it. I don't know what it was, but it was a terrible smell. It was. During that time that I lived with her, obviously. But it's made Alicia. That's who it's made me, you know? And I'm not even gonna lie with you guys. Like, these things affect me on a daily. Even though I can't, like, remember or, you know, like, my mental health is not great. It's not where I would like it to be. And I struggle with it on a daily basis as a mother. I see negative traits that I saw growing up, and I beat myself up over it to the point where I feel like me being here, being their mother, is doing more harm than good. And I fight that. Because I don't ever want to mess my kids up.